I hope you're having a good day. Thank you so much for jumping on with me here today. The middle of the week is great. We're on the they call this hump day, I guess. I never really understood what that meant. I think people came up with that term because they're like, wow, I'm glad half that mess is over with. But hopefully you guys are living your life that Wednesday is the same as Saturday, and Wednesday is the same as Friday, and Wednesday is the same as Monday. Because people who don't live their life like that, they kind of dread certain days of the week. And I wake up every single day not dreading any day. It's like, no, we got another opportunity to go do the things that we really, really want to do. So I applaud you guys for jumping on here today and hanging out with me for just a few minutes. Hey, listen, we've got some really, really good things that are happening. And like I said, I hope you guys are a part of it. And sometimes we get really, really excited about things, and then we wonder why people that are closest to us and people around us, maybe people in our organization, why don't they get as excited as we get? And so I kind of teased today's topic a little bit, and I said I'm going to help you figure out people. I'm going to maybe help you understand people just a little bit. And the problem with me saying that is that you can't change people. All right, maybe you can help an individual become a little bit better, but the overall numbers, you guys, we can't change them. We can't change the overall numbers. You know, life is a numbers game, and there's going to be a certain amount of people who are going to be successful in anything, like real estate. I was online this morning, and I was reading this article that said nearly 90% of all realtors, now these are 90%, 9 out of 10 people, 9 out of 10 people that go get their real estate license never sell a home. They never sell a home. And you're like, why don't people call that business a scam? And it's like, oh, that real estate thing, man, that's just a pyramid scheme. You know, that thing's just a big scam. Nobody makes any money in that. 90% of the people in real estate never sell a home. And you know what? You're never going to change the numbers. Like, you could go help somebody be a better realtor, but you're just helping them be part of the 10%. There's still going to be 9 out of 10 who don't sell a house. And so I want to put your mind at ease a little bit here today and just talk about these numbers, because it is a numbers game. And we bang our heads against the wall trying to drag people across the finish line of success, when in reality, all we can do is give them the tools that they need to become successful. And if they choose not to use those tools, including any collateral material that you put together and yourself, if they don't use you, it's like, what else can you do? Like, I sit back and go, why doesn't my phone, now this might be really egotistical of me saying this right now, but I'm like, why doesn't my phone ring constantly? Because I think I'm pretty good at this business, you guys. I think I'm pretty good at giving the correct information and creating a situation where somebody goes, yeah, there's value there. There's value in this thing. And I'm like, why don't people use that more often? There are some that do. And some of you are on this call right now. And, you know, I wake up in the morning and I've got messages from some of you, and I get those messages every day from some of you. Now, I got to be careful what I'm asking for here, but it just amazes me. It's like, why don't people use the resources that are available to them? Like, we do the Opportunity Zoom every Tuesday night. It's like, okay, well, why don't people tap into that every single Tuesday with a guest? And then people ask me for the replay, and I get the replay out to them, and I'm like, well, are they actually using this replay? Which they could. But here, let me just put you at ease just a little bit, because I know you guys go through the same thing. You look at your organizations and you go, oh man, my organization stinks. Nobody's doing anything. It's like, well, okay, it's not your fault. It's just the numbers. And the magic really happens between 20 and 30. Okay? You've got to bring in 20 or 30 people before really anything starts to happen. And I know there are exceptions. There are big time exceptions to this. But overall, it usually happens around 20 to 30 people in your organization And then the magic happens. I heard a great analogy. It's like the scouting program, okay? There only a very, very small percentage of scouts become Eagle Scouts. That doesn't mean that there's anything wrong with scouting. It's just what the numbers are, okay? So let me just go through a few of these things, you guys, and it's going to help you relate. Understand that some people don't even look. Like, you can invite them to take a look at this, and for whatever reason, they've always got an excuse why they don't even want to look at it. All right, so some people don't look. Some people look, but they don't enroll. They don't enroll to be a customer or as an associate, okay? Some people sign up, but they never use the product. Don't you love those people? You know, you enroll them, they get their product, you follow up with them, and they're like, nah, yeah, the box is sitting here, but I haven't had a chance to open it yet. I'm like, oh my goodness, all right? Some people sign up, they use the product, but they never enroll somebody else. And you're thinking, this person's going to be a superstar, and they don't tell anybody about it, okay? Some people will sign up 1 to 3 people, and then they quit. You're like, wait, why did you enroll in the first place? And then you sit there and you try to figure out why this is happening. And you guys, you don't have to sit and figure out why it's happening, because you can't change the numbers anyways. You just don't have enough people enrolled yet. And they are part of the percentage that are not going to be successful. And, you know, the old 80-20 rule applies, right? 20% of the people do 80% of the work. Now, I'm going to come back to that in just a second, because those 80%ers, they do have value. They really do have value. Some people sign up 10 people and then quit. Some people get promoted once. Some people get promoted twice. Some people go all the way to the top, and they build groups of thousands. So you sit there and go, okay, well, if you want to be one of them, here's what you need to do, and maybe here's some of the things that you don't need to do, okay? Number 1, never quit on a bad day. I know I've said that ad nauseum, but never quit on a bad day. If you're having a bad day, guys, just understand it's just a bad day, okay? It's just a bad day. You know, you invited some people to look. They blew you off for whatever reason. You thought this person was going to sign up because they told you that they were going to sign up yesterday, and now they don't even return your phone calls, and you're like, what the heck? And you bang your head against the wall. It's like, wait a minute. It's just a bad day. Number 2, stop complaining. Stop complaining. Complaining drives people out of your life. You don't want people driven out of your life. And sometimes you're going to drive these people out of your life, and maybe they're people that will help you get what you want. People don't want to be around complainers unless they are a complainer, right? And then it's not productive anyways. But guys, stop complaining. I know that this is not perfect. What we are doing is not perfect. Life is not perfect. But what good is it to complain? All right? Find ways around it. Always try to find a workaround. You must take responsibility for your future and not blame anybody for your problems. And it's interesting because it seems like people who are really succeeding, they don't have any problems. Isn't that weird? It's like people who are really successful, they don't seem to have any problems. Or do they? Maybe it's they have problems just like everybody else, but what they do is they focus on what they have that is going right for them. And it appears they don't have any problems. It's like, no, we all have the same problems. Just focus on what is working for you. All right? You've got to be okay with the challenges that come up. Because, guys, every single day it seems like we've got challenges. It's like, how come this didn't happen? And why did this happen? And how come this isn't happening? And why don't we have that damn link for the Orlando thing yet? It's like, come on, where is that thing? It's like, okay, yeah, those are challenges. It's like, that's all right. But everybody plan on going to Orlando. Just plan on being there. The registration link will be up very, very soon. But just plan on being there. Focus on being there and getting your team there. And then when the link, because listen, you know how I look at it? If the link never shows up, I'm going to Orlando anyways. I'm just going to walk in the front door. What are they going to do? Kick me out? What are we going to do? Kick you out? It's like, no, we're going to let you in the front door. It's like, let's go. All right, so focus on being in Orlando, okay? Don't let these challenges freak you out. You know, challenges are they're just part of being an entrepreneur. And if you want to be rewarded, guys, if you really, really want to be rewarded in life, become a problem solver. Become a problem solver, right? If you can go out there and solve problems, you are going to be rewarded greatly. So whenever there's a challenge, it's like, all right, here's an opportunity. Now I've got an opportunity to do something special. And you're going to be rewarded for that. The road to success as an entrepreneur is truly paved with gold. You guys, it's paved with gold. You know, I don't want to throw some of my best friends under the bus, but some of the guys that I play racquetball with, they are so stuck in the 9-to-5 situation. And they're just, you know, some of them, you know, they're my age. You know, I'm 59, and they're like, I got to retire soon. I can't do this anymore. And I'm thinking to myself, I don't even understand what the word retire means. It's like, why would I ever stop doing this? You know? And they have no chance for advancement. They really can't make any more money. There's a ceiling on what they're doing right now. But as entrepreneurs, you guys, the sky's the limit. And I'm not saying you might need that 9-to-5 while you're building your entrepreneur business. You might need that 9-to-5 to pay the mortgage. But build this thing on the side. All right? Build your business on the side. But when your part-time income starts to exceed your full-time income, well, then you've got the greatest problem in the world to have. Okay? Sometimes you're going to encounter barbed wire and broken glass. Those are the challenges. But understand, it really is never as bad as it sounds. And sometimes I have to take my own advice because I fall into that category too. And I've got people that talk me off the ledge. And I appreciate people who do that for me. Don't let the highs get too high. Don't let the lows get too low. And just don't turn crisis into ruin. You know, the critical difference between somebody who's really successful in our business and somebody who might struggle is that the person who's successful, they work regardless of how they feel. They just work regardless of how they feel. And someone who struggles, they stop working every single time something wrong happens, which is pretty much all the time because they're looking for problems. If you want to be successful, just stay in action. And not only in our business, you guys, but that is critical. That's critical advice to be successful in life. All right? So don't worry about the people who don't do anything because you can't change the numbers. You know, the 80-20 rule applies in life. But in our business, the 80%ers, a lot of those people buy the product every month. They might not be building a business and bringing new people in, but guys, they're buying patches every month. They're buying what we're selling, you know? And if you had tens of thousands of those people in your group, life is pretty good. Yeah, you're going to work with the builders. You're going to spend your time with the people that are, you know, sharing the opportunity and sharing the technology. But those 80%ers, they have value. And you can't just kick them under the rug because that kind of is the lifeblood of your organization, is that monthly volume. So focus on the right people. Understand that, yeah, you can maybe mold somebody, but you're molding them to be in the 20% group, not necessarily being able to change the 80%ers. It's always going to be 80-20. And all you're going to try to figure out is which group is in the 80%, which group is in the 20%. And don't knock yourself out trying to figure out which is which, because people will sort themselves out. All right, guys, let's get out of here. You guys have a wonderful day. Let me know if you need anything. You're the best. Let me open this up.